welcome back to Phenomena. This is episode 5 of season 5. High five. 5. Yeah, welcome back. Took out my extensions and I decided to do a bang again because free will. It's an amazing thing. You can just do whatever you want. You should try it. It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm your host, Mimi Dibs. And today we're going to be talking about the Hessdalen lights. Hessdalen. I feel like Americans would probably pronounce it as like Hessdalen, but it sounds like a Swedish word, like Hessdalen lights, yeah? You know? That's what it's giving to me, at least. This script was written by our lovely script master / head of script, Ruben Hano. Thank you so much, Ruben. I appreciate you. They did let me know that this one was very science-y and can be a little, I guess, harder to explain. It's kind of a thick, thick script. So, yeah, I guess... Without further ado, let's dive right in, because I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited to learn more. Imagine living in a quiet mountain valley where winter lingers and nights fall early. Then one evening, strange lights appear in the sky. What kind of lights? Small lights? Big lights? Are they all together or all over the place? Plot twist, it's just stars? No. Not stars. Wow. Okay. Ruben just read me for filth. Ruben's like, no. Not stars, not planes. A glowing light hangs above the valley floor, silent, steady, sometimes for minutes, sometimes for hours. Then it moves, sometimes slowly, sometimes at incredible speed. Sometimes it splits apart or vanishes altogether. That's suspicious. That's strange. Since the early 1980s, thousands of people have reported seeing unexplained lights in one small area of Norway. Norway! I was kind of right. Isn't Norway and like Sweden, aren't they close by? Aren't they in the Netherlands? I'm really bad at geography, but Norway, yeah? I don't know how to do a Norwegian accent. Do you? If anyone does, let me know. Scientists have measured them. Radar has tracked them. Cameras have recorded them. And still, no one can fully explain what they are. This is the mystery of the Hessdalen lights. Oh yeah, we're gonna learn about the Hessdalen lights. Oh, so excited. That's about as close as I am getting to the Swedes. Quick pause for Phenomennouncements. We are going to be shouting out at Blossom_Brew_Coffee today. They are, it's a little like mobile coffee, like, I don't want to say like, it's like a little mobile coffee stand. That's the word, stand. And it was created by these two friends, I think. I don't think they're related. I'm pretty sure they're just friends, but Katie and Jesse. If you are related, I'm sorry, my apologies. But either way, they're amazing because they literally just were like, hey, you want to open up a little like mobile coffee shop? And then the other one was like, sure. And then they did. And it's awesome because that's what 2026 is about. Do whatever you want. The world is your oyster. Yeah. And they are located in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. They also on their Instagram, definitely follow their Instagram. They are really good at branding, by the way. I'm like surprised. Like their branding is so cute. It's very like flowery. A lot of times I saw that they go to a lot of like public events and then try to like also show up at like farmers markets. And they do private events as well. So if you're having like a little birthday party or anything where you just like want a cute little coffee stand, like it's so cute. The aesthetics, these girlies got the aesthetic down. It's just like very flowery. And then also they sell some like little plants sometimes. So yeah, just super cute girly vibes. I love it. And I think also they were like making like an energy drink out of like cactus plant concentrate or something. I don't know. They're killing it. So yay, Blossom Brew Coffee. Keep doing what you're doing because it's awesome. And yeah, go support them because they're great. And now back to the lore. Hessdalen is a small valley in central Norway, rural, remote, and shaped by long winters and mountain terrain. Okay, oh yeah, I get it, okay. No, I went more Slavic there. Dang it! For generations, Hessdalen was known as a quiet rural valley. There were no famous legends tied to the sky until the early 1980s. At first I was like, did I read that wrong? No, it's 1980s, not 1890s. 1980s. So, okay, there were no legends about the sky. They had no aurora borealis. I knew this was going to be a natural phenomenon, by the way. I called it at the end of last week's episode. I said, I think it's going to be a natural phenomenon because it's lights. Now here we are. I'm a wizard. But yeah, so nothing to do with the sky until the early 1980s. All of a sudden, these lights appeared and never left, apparently. Residents began reporting strange lights appearing throughout the valley, not once or twice, but repeatedly. At their peak, there were as many as 20 sightings a week. 20 sightings a week? That's crazy. They're just like clogging up these phone lines. They're like, ma'am, I get that you've seen the lights. We need to keep this line open for emergencies. And they're like, I saw the lights again. No. This is serious. The lights appeared both at night and during the day, sometimes close enough to illuminate the ground and nearby homes. Fairies! Is it fairies? Oh, please tell me it's fairies. Oh, Papa, please. I just want fairies to be real. That'd be so fun if it was fairies. What made the reports so difficult to dismiss was how consistent and how strange the descriptions were. Most commonly, witnesses described glowing spheres of light, usually white or yellow, hovering silently in the valley. Wait, yeah, no, I feel like this is going to be like something to do with fairies. I don't know. They're just kind of just chilling. Ooh, look at my twinkly lights. Oh my God, the Hessdalen lights are all around me. Well, I can't get over Stranger Things. It's literally today, the day that I'm recording it, let's just say a lot of people thought that a bonus Stranger Things episode was going to come out, and it did not. And so I guess the ending / the finale Stranger Things like sent the Stranger Things fandom into a mass hysteria / psychosis. So maybe we'll cover off on that in one of the episodes, right? Because what is happening? But that said, Joyce would get to the bottom of this immediately because she knows all about chasing lights and figuring out where this is coming from. Maybe it's the Demogorgons. I don't know. These lights could remain completely still for minutes, sometimes even hours, before drifting slowly through the landscape, occasionally moving close to the ground or near people's homes. Oh, wait, did I read that? Anyway, yeah. It seems like these little lights are curious. And then Ruben added a photo, which I will add here, of kind of what they look like. Other sightings looked nothing like that. Okay, so look at this photo. Remove it from your mind. You never saw it. It never happened. Some involved sudden blue or blue-white flashes high above the mountains, streaking across the sky and vanishing within seconds. Babes, are we positive it wasn't a shooting star? I'm just asking. I feel like that should be, I think we can ask that question. I don't know. I'm just checking things off. You know what I'm saying? Just check it off. I was wondering why the script was so long, and it's because these photos that Ruben added to them are like massive and then just like moved everything down. But anyway, I love it. Thank you, Ruben. I will add this other image onto the screen. But yeah, if you can, I think this one is like maybe more zoomed out. I don't know. I print in black and white, so I can't even see what that really looks like. But I think it's more zoomed out, if I'm not mistaken. And then there were the rarest reports. Multiple lights appearing together, splitting apart, and regrouping. Ooh, interesting. So like they're all in a line, and then they would like go to like across and then come together and then across. And whoa, it's a light show. That's kind of fun. I don't know. I like lights. There's something about lights that I'm just like, ooh. That's why I would totally fall for fairy circles. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. Okay, there's a third photo. We can't get enough of these photos. They're weird shapes, because what is this? What are this? The contrast between these sightings was so stark that researchers began to suspect they weren't dealing with a single type of event, but several overlapping phenomena occurring in the same place, and all having to do with lights? That's really bizarre. But also, like, then looking back at like how aurora borealis happens, it has to do with kind of like weather and neurons, and not neurons, those are in the brain, electrons and protons and neutrons, I think. And yeah, it's just like a lot of different things happening that can cause lights in an environment, especially like something as vast as the sky. So I do wonder if it's like, if it's going to be explained in a similar way, or if it ever has been able to be explained. Let's find out. As the reports continued, newspapers picked up the story. Photographs circulated, researchers arrived, and people from outside the valley began traveling to Hessdalen, hoping to see the lights for themselves. Ooh, this is like the new, like, aurora borealis, but like of this area. By the mid-1980s, the phenomenon had become impossible to ignore. Okay, so early 1980s, these started. They just were calling the city hotline, being like, the lights, the lights, the lights. Everyone's like, Joyce, calm down. Will is in the upside down. It's fine. No, it's by the mid 1980s, it sounds like researchers and other communities had gotten wind of it. And so they all like fled to Hessdalen to be like, what are we going to do about these lights? Do they have a permit to be up there? If the U.S. had anything to do with it, they 100% were like, how do we charge the lights for being up there? Did you rent? Are you buying that airspace or are you renting it? My gosh, this economy. In 1984, scientists launched a formal investigation known as Project Hessdalen, led by researcher Dr. Erling Strand. Okay, Erling Strand. Ooh, Erling Strand. That's such a cute name. Using radar magnetometers. Magnetometers? That sounds epic. Okay, magnetometers? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. And radiometric instruments, the team began systematically recording the lights. What they found raised more questions than answers. Ooh, yeah, I feel like that's also like a big theme in a lot of like the phenomenon where like these phenomena in general is like something weird is happening and then a bunch of people look into it and then it's like, well, now we've discovered even weirder things and we still don't have explanations for them. So like, what is going on? So I'm on your side. Let's dig even deeper. Some lights drifted slowly through the valley. Others were clocked on radar at speeds up to 18,600 miles per hour, fast enough to cross from Hawaii to New York. See, I pronounced it correctly, Ruben, just for you. Hawaii, or is it Hawaii? Do you pronounce the W? I'm thinking about it in like a European way. Hawaii, I think, to New York in under 20 minutes. Okay, so 18,600 miles per hour is fast enough to cross from Hawaii to New York in under 20 minutes. It's crazy. Sign me up. Can I catch a ride on one of those? Because I want to go to Hawaii in like less than that. That sounds incredible. I love that. Take me away. Even Stranger Things. Huh? What? Radar sometimes detected fast moving objects without any visible lights at all. So how do they even know that's lights? Because it happened in the same place as the lights? This is crazy. Why is it moving so fast? Maybe this gives like a new meaning to like speed of light. I don't know. By the 1900s, sightings became less frequent, dropping from dozens a week to a few dozen per year, but they never stopped entirely. Weird. And the research never stopped either. To this day, automated monitoring stations continue to record activity in Hessdalen. That's weird. Yeah, they were just like, were never able to come to a conclusion as to what was causing them. That's bizarre. Okay, cool. Well, I guess with that, let's get into the theories. I'm interested to see what these theories are because what do you mean? It's just like 1980s hits, bunch of lights. Mid-1980s, research happens and they're like, what is that? No, we're going to totally figure it out. And then they're like, well, some of them are really fast and some of them are just like hovering. And are they the same thing or are they multiple things that we're all just kind of like, just so happen to be happening in Hessdalen? I don't know. So what could cause lights to behave like this night after night, year after year in one specific valley? Some explanations are mundane. That's fair. It's fine. One theory suggested the lights were reflections from car headlights or trains. Oh, okay. That mundane. I thought it was going to be like, it's mundane because we can explain it with science. Like, no, it's just like, babes, your eyes are just picking up the wrong stuff. You think you're seeing something, but it's really just like something being reflected. But many sightings occurred in areas unreachable by roads, beneath treetops, deep in the valley, or hovering silently for hours. Over time, this explanation fell out of favor. Interesting. So people were like, no, not good enough. Give me more. Nice. I love it. You gotta ask for more. Like the Stranger Things fandom when the Duffer, is it Duffer? Right? Brothers never released that extra episode. I don't know. I'm like really deep in conformity gate right now. And I'm not even part of it. I don't even believe. I thought the finale was fine. I liked it. I don't know what people are so up in arms about. But anyway. Other theories focus on the valley's unique geology. Hessdalen contains high concentrations of quartz, uranium, and thorium. Stress in quartz-rich rock can produce electrical charges, a phenomenon known as piezoelectricity. Ooh, Why does it sound Italian? Pezzo electricity. Pezzo, mezzo piano. It sounds like literally like a classical music term. But combined with radioactive decay releasing gases like radon, this could ionize particles in the air, producing glowing plasma-like lights. See, that's what I thought it was. That, I feel like, makes sense. But also, I'm a little worried that this started happening in the 1980s and hasn't really fully stopped, because it's like, does this have anything to do with the fact that, like, the industrial boom and like global warming and stuff? And like, is that why it's happening all of a sudden? Boy, do I sure hope the Earth is okay. Some researchers believe the lights may be a form of atmospheric plasma sustained by unusual electromagnetic conditions in the valley. Others point to geomagnetic anomalies, suggesting Earth's magnetic field plays a role in shaping the phenomenon. See? Oh, I was kind of on that same track, because it's like, as the ozone layer and things within the environment and whatnot change, but then like, has the electromagnetic has the Earth's magnetic field changed as a result of like global warming and climate change? I don't know. I would think everything kind of gets like set off balance a little bit, or a lot of it. There are also theories involving ionized dust, combustible gases. What, the combustible gases? There's many explosions happening? And interactions between multiple natural processes. Not one cause, but many. Okay, all resulting in just like lights seen from far away, and some of them like aren't really. But what about the ones that are fast moving? Like, what is that? The light that's like caught on fire somehow, but is like moving like how fast like a flare would go? Or like, what are these things? Fireworks. Kind of like fireworks? I don't know. Now, I saw explosions and I'm thinking fireworks. And then, of course, there's the most famous explanation. I don't know that I would say of course. I've never heard of it. I've never even heard of these lights. So, but the most famous explanation, I'm intrigued to hear it. The lights exhibit behaviors commonly associated with the unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs. Sudden acceleration, silent movement, and apparent intelligence. This has led some to speculate about extraterrestrial origins. Ooh, aliens! Yeah, love it. Yes, okay. Well, especially with the whole like, bing, bing, like that feels very alien. Like, and like, how else are you going to go from one dimension to another if not with just going faster than the speed of light? You know what I mean? I don't know. That just like makes sense to me. Or maybe we've just seen it in enough films that it makes sense. But regardless, I think that's pretty fun. I like that they're like, aliens. It's interesting how like in like crop circles, aliens like were said to like make little art. It's like their macaroni art, but in crop fields. And then, but here they're not really doing anything besides like hovering around people's homes and whatever, and then just like leaving. But aliens. Oh my God, Francois, are you actually from the Hessdalen lights? Would you tell me, Francois? He's a little shy. But despite decades of study, no evidence has confirmed that conclusion. Yeah, they'll never confirm that conclusion. They want to keep us in the dark. No, I'm kidding. Before anyone crashes out, I'm joking. I don't know about that. I think that's getting a little bit conspiratorial. What makes Hessdalen unique isn't that people believe something strange is happening. It's that scientists agree something unexplained is happening. So even nowadays, they still can't explain what's going on. I wonder if they're like, I know like by the 1980s, they'd really like settled down, but like, so have they never gone away completely? So in closing, the Hessdalen lights aren't folklore. They're very real indeed. They aren't ancient legends. They're happening now. Thank you for answering my question. I was wondering if they were still happening, and clearly they are. They've been witnessed by locals, visitors, and scientists, and still they refuse to settle into a single explanation. Maybe they're a rare natural process we don't yet understand. Maybe there's several overlapping phenomena sharing the same stage and the same like appearance in terms of like lights. But again, like I kind of like it. I think that's fun. I like when I like twinkly lights. The Hessdalen twinkles. That just sounds so fun. I love it. I would be like, cool. I didn't even have to like hang up little light. The sky's doing it for me. I love it. Unless they like explode, and then that's kind of scary. I don't want that near me. Please don't explode near me. You know what I mean? Like, is that too much to ask? I just keep your explosives to yourself. Or maybe they're a reminder that even in a world mapped by satellites and sensors, there are still places where mystery survives. Because the most unsettling thing about the Hessdalen lights isn't that the lights exist. It's that we can measure them, we can record them, and we can watch them move, and still we don't know what they are. And maybe, for now, that's enough. Nice. Wow. This is an example of a natural phenomenon that we have not yet solved. And that no one can. And it very well might have to do with the fact that it's like happening because of a bunch of different reasons. And that makes it even harder to like pinpoint why certain things are happening, especially if like they're there and then not. And like, how would you go about measuring that? Like we can measure them, but then it's like no one can still figure out what they are. Or if they try to pin an explanation and then recreate them, they like can't. I don't know. I wonder, because isn't that what like science is all about? Is like theorizing and then recreating, I would think. I don't know. I'm not a woman in STEM, but women in STEM, let me know. Cool. Wow. I had no idea about the Hessdalen lights. The Hessdalen Twinkies. No, the Twinklies. I love it. Thank you so much, Ruben, for doing that research. That was great. I think you kept it very like understandable. And yeah, I mean, for the most part, TLDR, it's like there's a bunch of lights. No one knows why. At the end, which is fair. That's like what keeps the mystery alive. We gotta solve it. No, I'm kidding. We do not solve phenomena on this channel. We just talk about them and encourage discourse about them. Definitely comment what you think the Hessdalen lights are. Quick reminder, we have an Expedia.com affiliate link, expedia.com/affiliate/phenomena/season 5. So be sure to use that. I did look a little bit more into it, and I'm pretty sure it gives us like a commission on whatever you're booking. And I think, as I mentioned before, the more people use it, the more Expedia is like, cool, we'll give you like a discount. So hopefully we can get a discount from them soon so that we can like give you something as well for using the link. But I guess it's just another way to like help support the pod without like monetarily giving. Like if you're already using Expedia to book a trip and you would like Phenomena to be thanked for that trip, or I don't know, are you planning on going to Hessdalen or Norway anytime soon? Definitely use that Phenomena link then, or Expedia link with the Phenomena affiliate link. Definitely do that, because that'd be great. And I want to go. So sneak me in your bag. Awesome. Pokepic for this week's episode. Ooh, what's the Pokepic going to be? I'm curious. The Pokepic for this week is Minior, the Meteor Pokemon. I don't know that I know Minior. This is like 2 Pokemon back to back that I am not super familiar with. But like, I'm glad that we're like choosing these kind of like, it seems like probably older generation, unless I just haven't seen them. But or not older, newer generation. So I wonder what generation this is from. Pokedex entry. Minior that fall to the ground, try to return to space, but their wish will not come true. All they can do is fade away. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. Little meteor Pokemon, they fall to the ground and then they're like, no, mama. And then the spaceship flies away. Wow, maybe that's what the Hessdalen lights are. They're just little Miniors that are lost in the sky trying to find their way back to their mothership. Oh, that makes them so much cuter. That's so cute. I've never seen this Pokemon. This is so interesting. The more you know. Fascinating. Love that. Thank you so much. Great Pokepic. Love this. I concur. Engage. So as I mentioned, we live, laugh, love for the discourse. So definitely comment what you think the Hessdalen lights are. We also have a Patreon that is Phenomena Podcast on Patreon. We have a free tier, a $2 tier, and a $5 tier, and the paid tiers get things like bonus reels and the audio version of every episode and the first look at the Phenomena Seance episode, of which episode 4 is up on Patreon already, and then it's going to go up. I guess by the time this airs, it will have gone up last Friday, but still, you get some perks. You know what I mean? You can flex the patron muscles, if you will, because you're a patron. You are special. Just kidding. That's not to say that anyone that like just join and have fun with it. I write pretty silly things. I think they're pretty funny on the Patreon. I kind of treat it like a blog. So yeah, check it out. We also have a Discord pinned to the top of the Patreon. I was gonna say Patreon. We have a Discord link pinned to the top of the Patreon. So check it out, definitely. Oh, I don't know why I did this out of order, but it's fine. Again, free will. Do whatever you want. We have an email. But of course, we have an email. Phenomena.cases@gmail.com. Definitely feel free to email us, especially your Phenomena personal stories. If you have seen the Hessdalen lights, or if you've seen anything similar to that, or if you've seen shadow people, or if you've experienced lucid dreaming, or if you've experienced a Mandela effect we haven't talked about yet, or like a really weird case of deja vu, or you grew up learning about Krampus, or you know what I mean? Like, just, it could be anything. Or anything, like anything spooky usually is great. Tell me your ghost stories. I want to know your ghost stories. That sounds fun. Definitely send me your ghost stories. I think we've slotted in a ghosty story in this season. So I think it's gonna be like later episode. I think like episode 9 or something. But so stick around, because we got we're cooking up some great stuff. New episodes come out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. And next time on Phenomena, we'll be talking about black holes. No, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to crash out so hard. Black holes. I don't get it. It's there, but it's the absence of there. So it's not there. It's nowhere. It's nothing. Things just fall into it. It's like a void. It's like a rip in space-time, is my understanding. But I'm sure Jodelle, who is our lovely co-producer, and the person who was writing this script on black holes for next week, is probably going to add a lot more mind-bending elements to it. So yay! I'm glad that I at least don't have to crash out alone. And I have an audience with me to crash out with. So let's link arms and dive into black holes next week. But until then, remember, you can always explore the rabbit hole without falling all the way down. Like into a black hole. Don't do that. I'll see you next week. Bye.